These aliens don't make any sense. Everything from their arrival down to Earth to them destroying most of humanity is illogical. Listen, I don't like to give humanity too much credit at all. I think we are a degenerate, pathetic, low IQ species in the grand scheme of the universe, okay? Most aliens that we see in the movies would have their way with us, but not them. For the sake of the movie, the Quiet Place aliens functioned as good villains that built good atmosphere, good tension for a good story. At least in Quiet Place Part 1. No one can even deny that. But if you look too closely into aliens like these, you start to realize fundamentally how flawed they are and how their mechanics, their biology, the logic surrounding them doesn't work, because you can tell that the crew behind Quiet Place didn't actually care about the aliens' backstory and how they truly would function realistically. They only cared about the gimmick of, we have to stay quiet. We're gonna make a story about having to stay quiet or you die. This isn't like Calvin. If he came down to Earth and started consuming everything, he would nuke us all. We don't beat a Calvin who's dipped himself into our ocean and started consuming a lot of its biology. We don't beat that being, okay? This isn't like the xenomorphs that would spread and impregnate their way through humans very, very fast, who also function in a goddamn hive mind and are super intelligent. This isn't like the Thing that can endlessly assimilate you. This isn't like the White Spikes, who have broad numbers of aliens, have a hive mind as well, and are not only strong and fast, they can shoot projectile spikes at you. It's not like Edge of Tomorrow's mimics who literally use time travel to fuck you up. No. These aliens are animals. Apex predators. The only problem is humanity would fuck them up. I give us 1 week, maybe two, before we figure out how to screw these aliens over. By week 2, we'd figure out that sound is a weakness and we'd use it against them. Look at these aliens. They don't have any ranged weaponry. If you're fighting us, if you're fighting our military, that is borderline, you just want to off yourself at that point. They are blind, they rely purely on sound. They need to get very close to kill you. They have durable armor over their body when they don't open up. I guess this is because they survived a harsh environment on their homeworld, and it's best suited for them to be able to survive the vacuum of space, which is weird because water's a weakness. Water's a weakness, but space, they can do it. Unless they were brought here on specially coded meteors that were designed as ships to transport them as a bioweapon to different planets. I made a whole video on their origin, by the way. Watch it. If they crash landed here and immediately thrived, what the hell are they eating? Why are they not dying from Earth's microbes or gravity? How are they reproducing? We see how they eat. We see their hives in Quiet Place Day 1. Okay, they use humans to create this special vegetation, which is very weird. Aliens with zero understanding of our biology or terrain wouldn't last long, not against a coordinated human resistance. To be honest, in Quiet Place Day 1, within 2 days humans know their weakness. How do we know this? Because we see a literal helicopter flying past the city, creating sound to distract them and lead them away while humans navigate themselves throughout the city quietly. We know their weakness. And yet somehow we go from Quiet Place Day 1 to the first Quiet Place movie, which is Earth is post-apocalyptic. It's like 28 days later out here. Humanity is screwed. Pockets of resistance and random communities are thriving here and there. Some humans are going insane. It's a post-apocalypse. That would never happen. Realistically, here's what will go down. Cities would go silent, then militarize. Sound traps would lure creatures into fucking kill zones. Satellites, because for some reason the movies forgot satellites exist. Satellites would track their movements and we'd reverse engineer their weakness. Not sure why humans haven't used snipers, drone strikes, or landmines, or even decoys and traps, but I guess that's what happens. You're telling me it takes one deaf girl who's very, very low IQ, by the way. She indirectly got her entire family killed, or most of them killed, to be honest. You're telling me she finds out their weakness by accident? Via, her hearing aid going berserk? No. Here is a plan. A 3-phase blueprint system on how to destroy these fraudulent aliens once and for all. I need to stop this video to tell you right now. You need to like the video, otherwise Hollywood will molest me. I have a mission to take over Hollywood completely so we can save storytelling and cinematic visions forever. Hollywood doesn't want me to do this. They might take me hostage one of these days, so I can't do this war alone. I need you to like and subscribe. Blow this video into the ether. Join my army. It's all about observation and using your collective IQ. Human beings are not used to using their IQ in monster movies or horror movies. I get it. Those movies rely on us being dumb, mentally handicapped people. but we'd wipe these aliens out clean. Phase 1, establish control and lure the enemy. This is going to take place in the course of 1 week. 1 to 7 days. Survive, gather intel, bait them into controlled environments. We're going to use a mass silent communication network. People in the movies already know you got to use sign language. We already know how they hunt early on. Distribute radios, light signals, drones, laser-based comms. Just no talking. Then you're going to create bait zones. We call them sound lures, okay? Set up zones in rural abandoned areas where constant mechanical sound like generators and speakers draw the aliens. Then you're going to deploy retcon drones. For some reason, the movie forgot drones exist. These aliens can't do fuck all against our drones. Silent drones with heat and motion sensors track behavior in nesting zones. Then we record their attack patterns. The nesting zones and the hives are key here. We find those, we kill this entire race. We're gonna have soundproof bunkers and panic rooms prepped in all the major cities. We've already seen humans already design bunkers for themselves and their families in the Quiet Place movies. We're gonna use sound lures to trap these creatures. And we're gonna take one of these creatures to experiment on, okay? We're gonna trap these creatures, blow them to fuck, and then find one of them to experiment on. We're gonna chain it up. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use it. Through continued observation of one of them that we take hostage, we're gonna use our common sense and intelligence to figure out, one, these aliens rely so heavily on sound to the point where their body opens up, and a certain decibel and pitch testing that we use will figure out the pitch and frequency that works best on the alien, make them vulnerable, and distribute that frequency as weaponry across the goddamn world. It's that easy. We're gonna evacuate cities section by section, blasting sound in the frequency we created, and execute fast cleanup with aerial ground coordination. Phase 3, we eradicate the shit out of them and reclaim what's ours. We're gonna hunt down the hives, using satellite and thermal imaging and drone swarm data to locate where they breed and where they nest. Now that we have their frequency range, we're gonna drop sound bombs on these motherfuckers, tuned into that frequency range that screws them up. It's gonna cause mass panic, internal damage, and stun them. Once they're stunned and they open up, we're going to destroy all of them with napalm strikes and cleanup teams. They're going to get firebombed too. I don't care what you use. Firebombs, flashbangs, whatever the fuck. They are going to get annihilated in this area alone. Then we're going to take that frequency and distribute it as an open source weapon globally, so even rural hiding populations can fight back. Alien population will be reduced to below 1% globally by day 21. Their weaknesses will be exploited and integrated into standard weaponry. Humanity reclaims the planet, and survivors will be going crazy in the loudest celebration in human history, just so we can stick it to these aliens one more time. And then the only question is, who sent these aliens as a biological weapon? When are they going to come down? How are we going to deal with them? Because chances are they're much more advanced and powerful than these animals that they've sent here. They might be more intelligent, so we got to prepare for them. I say we use these Quiet Place aliens and try to take their armor from them and create bio armor out of it. Suits, Edge of Tomorrow style suits that are mechanical but also hardened because of their freaking natural armor. And we're going to go to war. Imagine humans with the Quiet Place armory on them. We're nigh unstoppable at that point. This is not like any of the other aliens I touched upon. I don't for an instant believe that these aliens would make it past 1 week, 2 weeks maybe. But they're extinct within a month, y'all. But I think they are genuinely good villains. I think the final Quiet Place movie, because we shouldn't be extending this for any longer. Quiet Place Day 1 was a good movie, but literally it's the repeat. It's a goddamn repeat of Quiet Place 1 in a freaking city environment. Woohoo, hooray, we've seen it all before. I want a movie where humans just make a final stand and eradicate these creatures, and then we find information on where they come from, the origin, the precursors that sent them as biological weapons. We need to advance the goddamn plot and lore now, okay? We need to be doing, in that final movie, we need to be using this blueprint to fuck them all up so badly that their precursors that created them have to come down. That's what's going down. And you don't need to make these precursors like Independence Day aliens. You can make them Eldritch, maybe Lovecraftian in nature. Hollywood doesn't like that because they're low IQ and don't know how that shit works, but fuck it. It is what it is. If you want to know the true origin of the Quiet Place aliens, the Death Angels as they're called, watch this video here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.